Do you believe that just $100 can be the beginning of the journey to $1 million? Does it seem impossible? But that's exactly how millions of people around the world start getting rich. Have you ever wondered how people turn $100 into a fortune? Why do some people spend their whole lives saving up for their dreams, while others make $1 million from what seems like a small thing to most people? And is there a real, proven formula that will help turn a small amount of money into great wealth? There is an answer, and it is surprisingly simple. Robert Kiyosaki, author of the world bestseller Rich Dad, Poor Dad, billionaire, and one of the most influential people in the world of finance, knows exactly how to do it. This is not a myth or magic, but concrete steps that everyone can repeat. The main thing is to understand the main principle, which we will talk about today. Watch this video to the end, because this is where you will learn how $100 can become your first step to $1 million and the life you dream of. The whole secret starts with a mindset. Millions of people are stuck in poverty because they perceive money as something limited and hard to come by. They think, what can I do with $100? It's too little to make a difference. And it is this thinking that keeps them in poverty. Kiyosaki states, it doesn't matter how much you have. It matters what you do with it. Even the smallest amount can be the beginning of your journey to wealth if you use it correctly. After all, every millionaire once started with the first, simplest investment. The secret is to stop thinking of money as an expense and start seeing it as a tool for the future. Money should work for you, and the sooner you realize this, the faster you'll start moving towards your million. It's important not just to have money, but to learn to see it as a seed of future wealth that, when planted correctly, will begin to grow and bear fruit. This is the mindset that distinguishes rich people from poor people. One of the first steps that Kiyosaki recommends is investing in knowledge. He argues that the best investment is an investment in yourself. After all, if you don't have financial literacy, even $1 million in hand can evaporate in a matter of months. But if you know how to manage your money properly, you can turn even $100 into an asset that will make you money. Read books, study biographies of successful people, understand investments. Spend some of that money on courses, trainings that will teach you how to create capital. It may seem like a small step, but it will be the foundation that will allow you to confidently manage your finances in the future. After all, knowledge is an asset that does not depreciate, does not disappear, and does not depend on economic crises. The more you understand about money, the more opportunities will open up for you, and the faster you will be able to turn small amounts into a stable income. The next important step is to learn how to create assets. Kiyosaki says, the rich buy assets, the poor buy liabilities. Liabilities are things that take money away from you. Assets are things that bring it in. Think about what you can invest your first $100 on so that it starts working for you in the future. It could be buying inexpensive but promising stocks, starting your own small online business, or even investing in simple equipment to help you start earning. The key is not to spend, but to create. Even the smallest investment can set off a chain of events that will eventually lead to the creation of a steady stream of income. After all, every asset, even the most insignificant, can eventually turn into a powerful source of profit. The main thing is to take the first step and keep moving, expanding your opportunities and turning your initial capital into the basis of your financial future. Another important principle is the power of compound interest. Kiyosaki has often emphasized that time and discipline are an investor's best friends. Imagine investing that $100 and reinvesting the income every month. Compound interest starts to work, and over time, even the smallest amount turns into capital. The problem is that most people are looking for quick money and lose patience, but wealth comes to those who know how to wait and make strategic decisions. The main thing is not to postpone for tomorrow. It is better to start small today than to dream big all your life and never take the first step. After all, it is constancy and patience that distinguish successful investors from those who abandon what they have started halfway through. Every dollar invested, every effort, repeated day after day, starts a chain of capital growth. And the sooner you start, the sooner you will see the money start working for you. One of the main factors of success is the ability to see opportunities where others see only limitations. Kiyosaki says that most people miss the chance to become rich because they do not know how to notice potential. You look at the $100, and think that it is too little. But for another person, it is startup capital that can become the first step in business. Opportunities are everywhere, but they are seen only by those who are ready to look for them. Look around. How can you use this money to take the next step? Perhaps it is buying a product for resale. Perhaps launching a small service. The main thing is to act and not be afraid to try. After all, even a small action can be the beginning of a chain of events leading to major success. The faster you learn to see opportunities in every situation, the faster you will begin to use them to your advantage. The main thing is an open mind, a willingness to try, and a desire to learn at every step. But even the most successful strategies will not work without discipline. Robert Kiyosaki always emphasized that the main rule of financial success is consistency. You can start with $100, but if you don't keep track of your money, don't analyze and improve your actions, there will be no progress. Every time you earn income, set aside a portion to invest. Do this regularly, and over time you'll be surprised how quickly your assets will start to grow. Financial success is a marathon, not a sprint. So discipline and the habit of investing regularly is your main tool on the road to wealth. Environment also plays an important role. Kiyosaki states that you are the average of the people you spend the most time with. If your environment thinks that $100 is nothing and constantly tells you that it is impossible to get rich honestly, you will start to think the same way. But if you have people around you who are striving for development, looking for opportunities, believing in success, you will start to think differently. Start reading books by successful people. Listen to their interviews. Look for an environment that will inspire you. After all, it is your environment that determines your level of thinking and your actions. Another important point is risk-taking. Kiyosaki always said, "The poor avoid risk. The rich manage it." Yes, investing is always a risk, but a much bigger risk is doing nothing. After all, by putting off a decision, you're just wasting time that you'll never get back. Of course, you shouldn't rush into ventures, but reasonable and calculated risk is the way to more money. Start small, test ideas, try things out, make mistakes, draw conclusions. It is in this process that successful strategies are born. Only by acting can you find your formula for success. And now you have a clear understanding of how $100 can be the beginning of the road to $1 million. The key is to stop seeing money as a problem and start seeing it as an opportunity. Invest in knowledge, build assets, manage your finances with discipline, learn to spot opportunities, develop your environment, and don't be afraid to take risks. Yes, the path to $1 million isn't instantaneous, but it definitely starts with the first step. And that step you can take today. Think about how you can use your $100 to make it start working for you, because the money you put to work today will lead you to the wealth you dream of tomorrow. How would you invest your first $100 to make it start working for you? Write your idea or plan in the comments, and maybe it's your comment that will inspire someone else to take their first step towards wealth. If this video was helpful for you, give it a like and share the link with your friends.